Builders program is a program that has helped to identify the mental obstacles that affect people, youth, especially in the society. Builders Clinic is a program that looks at the mental obstacles that affect performance in business, in relationship, within around our society for the youth. All you need in order to survive is already in you. All you need is activation. Builders Clinic, the future is bright.
To build your mentality for fighting, for things you have, and how to go about your daily activities.
Join us in Builders Clinic every Wednesday by 9 a.m. in the morning. My name is Emeka Onaga, the builder, and you are...
Obianoju Onaga, UJ.
Now, this is Builders Clinic. This is a program where we use to identify mental obstacles that stop people from achieving their objective and their goals in life. Now, these obstacles might be your habit, attitude, or whatever, but we do not see it as being a challenge, as being an obstacle towards achieving our objective. In Builders Clinic, we look at all those tips that can also help us mentally to develop creative innovation that can actually help us to achieve our objective. Now, today, we'll be looking at one important thing I feel that if we handle it and look at it very well, we'll achieve so much in our life, and that is decision. Yes. Now let me have you made so many decisions in life? Are you making decisions that will affect your life, and what kind of decisions have you made so far?
Why are you actually throwing that question to me?
I want to know. Did you decide to wear this clothes, or you just wake up in the night this morning and decide to wear this
clothes? Actually, any clothes I'm putting on, I have already made a decision. And where am I wearing this clothes to? Okay, the occasion I'm wearing this clothes to. How is it? What are the colors preferred?
So you need to think about all these things before you.
Yes, because sometimes we wear what is that's. Let me just leave it that way.
Okay.
So, in terms of this,
what do you think is decision?
Decision is a process of making a choice.
Okay.
And in that process of making a choice, we think about what that choice and that decision we are making, the productive end of it, if it's going to be the negative or the positive aspect.
Okay.
So we will not want to make a decision that will not be productive to the positive aspect.
Okay.
So that is the reason why for us, there are steps we will take. There are steps to be done in order for a proper decision to be made.
Okay, you know why I'm bringing this. I've talked with a lot of people that will bring complaint to me and said, this is the reason why I'm not doing very well. My uncle did not do this. This person did not give me this. Village people is attacking my destiny. My pastor says somebody that is living with me, no name, that is causing my problem. In fact, I don't know how my money will finish without it. I don't even know what I'm doing with my money. So when I look at all these things, I keep asking myself, the person in question, does it mean that he did not contribute? Now look at the current situation in the country today. You will discover from what is happening, the high cost of living, things are going up every now and then. Now you will look at it. If you go to market without planning, you will come out of the market frustrated. So that means decision is a very critical thing, especially now, and that's why we are looking at it. And no, we are coming to a festive period, and that is why it requires a lot of decisions attached to it. But now, but we are looking at it from this perspective. What do we do? We know that people do make decisions, but I want to ask you something. In this decision we are talking about, how can someone make a good decision?
Well, just as I have said earlier, before you make a decision, you don't just wake up to make a decision. Before you make a decision, you first and foremost identify the decision in which you want to make. Define it.
Okay.
Then after that, you go further by gathering informations that will help you understand, to make the right decision.
Okay.
After assembling the information, you wait. There are different variables. You understand?
You have options.
Yes, you have options. Okay, I'll take myself as
As an example. Okay.
When I want to make a decision, I don't just wake up to make a decision. When I want to make a decision, I bring my decision to the table. I'm making this decision while I'm not married,
Okay.
when I was single. So what I'll do, in a piece of paper, I'm going to write advantage and disadvantage. Now, if my advantage of that decision is higher than the disadvantage, I will go for it.
That means every decision have an advantage and
Yes.
disadvantage. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Every decision has a positive ending and a negative ending.
Okay.
So if the disadvantage is higher than the advantage,
You back off.
I will back off, because I don't
At
want
the end of the day.
stories that touches the heart. Do you understand me, the builder?
Yes.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
So every decision has its own bag of consequences.
Okay.
Do you
Okay,
understand?
okay.
So making the right decision is not something you just wake up, I want to make it. No. You settle down and make go and source information about that particular decision.
One of the biggest challenge we are having now is the issue of poverty. If you look at what is happening, I think statistically now, from the Bureau of Statistics or something like that, they are saying we have about 130 million Nigerians that are shifting towards extreme poverty. So it's now a big issue. And the issue that has to do with poverty, when there is lack in the home, poverty can tear a family apart.
Exactly.
It causes high blood pressure. A lot of sickness is attached to poverty. Now, so that means poverty on its own is an issue. Nobody, you can't turn your face
There
away
is
from
no
it.
how.
Now, the question I'm trying to bring in now,
Okay.
is there decisions, maybe unconscious decision that people can make or are making that will take them into that poverty or sink them inside poverty, coming from your own idea, maybe marriage, maybe business, maybe I need you to give me a clue.
Okay.
If your own idea, what
Okay.
are the decisions that can sink somebody into poverty?
Okay. Thank you very much, Yuda. Now, in my own understanding, in terms of business,
Okay.
you understand?
What are the decisions
Yes.
that can
Yes.
cripple a business?
Now, one of the decisions that can cripple a business is the ability not to learn a particular skill and going into it.
Okay, you do not have a knowledge base about a business and you go into
Go
the
into
business.
that business
Okay.
is very, very wrong.
Okay.
No matter the amount that is being given to you, it will go down the drain.
You use the money to pay for the knowledge.
I'm telling you. I'm
Yes,
telling you,
yes,
these
yes.
are the mistakes most people make.
Okay.
They don't want to learn. You have to learn a trade or a business
First.
or a skill first before you talk of getting a capital to start up your own.
Okay.
At least you have a knowledge of what you're going into.
Okay. The challenges and obstacles that is attached to it. Okay.
Exactly. Then number 2 is your ability not to study the environment in which you want to introduce a business.
Okay, this is big because sometimes I've seen some of the businesses, you see a shop, they open up today in this street. After 6 months, no way
It's
again.
shut down.
They will say that is one spiritual
It's
person
not. It's not.
Okay, not study the environment.
Yes, you have to study the environment. You want to open.
This is a very big
You
key
want, you
for
want,
people,
you
for
want to
business
open
people.
a business. You go around that environment in which you want to open the business. How will people patronize you? What you're giving to them there, what you want to sell to them, is this something they will want to be buying?
Okay.
Do you understand? These are the factors, these are the things one needs to go into. The information you gather before making that decision to invest in that environment.
Because if you invest before getting those information, you will
You're
land into
wasting
poverty.
your.
Okay, so if you look at families, the issue of families, just like we'll be talking about, you will discover that it look like the first child, the first daughter, first son enjoys a bigger birthday, but the third one or the fourth
Benefits.
but the fourth Ndo twi now, our own that is a third, we do not even enjoy like the third or fourth kids. I think they will bear witness with me. They don't enjoy like the first people. What does it mean that the finances are going down? What can make the finances of the family go down? What can make them to begin to struggle in order to even to maintain the normal lifestyle they are living? Apart from the increase in the market, because the government policies, things they are trying to do to meet up to make things easier, if it's not working out, individually, what do you think that the couples are doing, or decisions they can take unconsciously that can put them back to the stream, to the water, drown them back in poverty?
This is a very big question.
Yes.
I think I'm not going to be the only one to contribute to this, even you too.
Yes, in the comment section, people can also make their own contribution.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know, this question now you asked, you know, as a growing couple, you build your home. You don't only build children, produce children.
Okay.
Yes, you also build and produce more stream of income.
Okay. So when, as a couple, couples are supposed to also look at multiple stream of income that can
Yes.
bring in more money to the
Yes.
family, because the
Yes.
expenses are going
Exactly.
up.
Let's take, for instance, you got married
Okay.
and you gave birth to the first child. The income is still flexible. It's still okay.
Like maybe you're earning 100,000.
Yes, you can take care of the first child comfortably. Now, a decision is meant to be taken, not only you, but between the husband and the wife. You understand?
Okay.
Now, how are we going to go about this? We need to increase our income in order for the next baby,
Before the next baby
before
will
the
come.
next baby arrives. You understand? If the woman is not doing something, the woman should find something doing, no matter
Okay.
how little. At least
Can
to be
contribute.
yes, to support.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Why the man still keeps on pushing in his own side. You get it? The second baby comes in. The finance is still flexible to carry the second baby.
Okay, because there is already an increase.
Yes,
because
there's
of
already,
the,
yes. Now, you want to go in for the third child and the finance started shaking. You have to feed the 3 children. Do you understand? Now, it's either you increase your finance or you stay at that 2 to train
Or
them.
the 3.
The 3 to train them comfortably. You understand? Not someone that is earning 20,000 and you see that person having 5 children.
Chineke na-enye nwa, they say that it is God that gives children.
See, at that point, I think I'm going to disagree with that too.
Okay.
Seriously, I'm going to disagree with
So
that.
it's the poor decision.
It's a poor decision. It's a poor decision making.
Because bringing in the child, you are the one that will take care of them.
Exactly.
The feeding and the rest.
Exactly. You understand? That is why we see so many children out in the streets
Struggling.
hawking. You understand? Hawking, bringing money home. And this is it what they are not. It's not supposed to be so.
It's a child abuse.
It's a child abuse.
And
A
you
child
see
is
some they
meant to
begging
be
and
in
they are producing.
school. Yes. Be meant to be in school.
Wow.
You understand? These are poor decisions our parents make. They take. You understand?
Without ignorantly.
Yes.
But we should be able to know what to do about it, especially the young couples that are coming on board.
Exactly.
Now, sorry. Let us not look at only married couples.
Okay.
Now, let's look at the youth. Now, we are talking about, when I talk about the youth, let me say from 18 years now. Because if you commit anything by the age of 18, you go to prison. So, the youth, what are the decisions you think from your own observation
Okay.
that most of them, these decisions will end up frustrating them in the future or end up making them poor in the future? What are the decisions that you see around most of them now that is showing a red light for their future?
Okay. Now, I think for the youths, as from 18 years, you understand, your parents have tried. If you find out that your parents are not capable to carry you along again, financially, you are still under their roof. You have 2 hands. You have 2 legs. There are so many skills. Engage yourself in one. You can walk up to your dad or your mom, mommy, daddy, I want to learn these skills.
Okay.
You understand? Your mother will be proud to take you to where you will learn it.
Now, this is a good decision.
Okay.
This, what you said now, any child that have this kind of innovative thinking is taking a right step.
Yes.
But what are the ones that are not taking the right step? Because I know, I've seen, for example, while I was coming to this place, I saw a young, I think I would say she's a student or something, within 21, 22 years. She was walking on the road, earphone on the ear, and she was chatting with her phone and on the road. And I asked myself while I was coming, whatsoever that is engaging the mind of this young girl, if the thing is not geared into productivity, it is highly destructive.
But do you know that the builder, do you know that that's putting earpiece and walking and chatting on the road? Do you know that is a decision she made before coming out from the house?
Unconsciously.
Yes.
And it's a poor decision.
It's a very bad decision because this thing, motor fail, break, wake, and a buhon.
Yes, a driver that is on colos.
I'm telling you,
because,
will hit him.
The condition
will hit
is
him or her.
helping people to be on colos.
I'm telling you, you see where our youths are making mistakes. You understand? She didn't make that decision rightly. She didn't make a right decision.
And she can also say, I will off my phone till I get to where
I'm going to.
Okay, that's a decision also.
You understand? So to our young youth, to our growing youth, we are the futures. You understand, of tomorrow. You understand? Yes, we are the future of tomorrow. Okay. We should let our hands find something doing. No matter, I was so happy when I was driving along the road. I saw a girl doing upholstery. Hey! I parked and I was looking. That's the
courage.
The courage.
Because
the
it's a kind of job that is mentally will be there for the yes.
You understand? But when I saw her, and I in fact, nobody can say Jejua, that's a force, so yeah.
But you cannot force
somebody. But I will still go back there
to encourage her.
To encourage her in one way or the other. I was so happy. Even when I have seen 2 women driving keke. You understand? So I am so happy.
On the decisions they are making now to survive.
Do you know that lady, Omucha Ofostriahu, if she make a right decision to invest well in that office, her generation will never lack.
Yes.
Do you know that
she's building up a company?
Your decision you make today might be a decision that will affect your generation positively or negatively.
That means most of the people that are maybe struggling, suffering today might be poor decisions of yesterday.
Exactly. That is why at the beginning when you asked me about decision, I told you this decision is not something you just wake up. You understand? And start taking.
So you have to do a kind of feasibility study.
It's a research. Before you make a decision, you go on research on what you are about.
Before you decide, because every decision carries a bag of consequences.
Exactly, whether negative or positive. Whatever decision you make today, if it gives you the positive one, that means you are the one that made the decision. You will follow it.
Okay.
Like a young lady now, Neso Umuwoke.
Okay.
What decision? What is the consequences of that? Is it not pregnancy?
But another decision is that she will be getting one.
Hey, she will be getting money, but the bad negative consequences of it is what? It's attached to it.
And those ones can destroy the entire thing.
Exactly, can destroy you, except you retrace your steps.
Okay, so that means decisions is very powerful.
It's a very powerful topic. People see it as common, but to me, it's not. Because decision, when you're making decision, when I'm making decision, I don't make decision for myself alone.
Okay.
I make the decision I make. I hope that it's going to place a value around my children and the society, the environment where I live. So making the right decision is very powerful.
Now, I want to look at something. I want us to look at something because I know there are people out there
Okay.
that they are forced to make decisions that they do not intend to, maybe because of circumstances surrounding them. As at that moment, they made those decisions. What do you advise those people? Because there are people, they are forced to make this decision in order to survive, even though they know that this thing is not right. What do you advise them? Yes. But do you know that there are people like that?
I know.
Okay, thank God you agree with me.
Well,
What do you advise them? Do you have anything to say to them? Because you know why I'm saying this is that
is it, wait, Ochelu, is it forcing them at gunpoint?
circumstances can
Okay.
make people to make these wrong decisions.
decisions.
Now, there are factors that can actually make people to make wrong decisions. One of them is fear.
Okay.
The fear of the unknown can make somebody to make a wrong decision. And the person after, you now remember, hey, this is a wrong decision. For example, environmental factor can make somebody to make a decision. And that decision will bring in consequences. For example, a young lady that grew up in an environment where engaging in how would I do premarital sex and whatever is things in vogue, and because of
Within that
ignorance,
environment.
because of ignorance, maybe she takes in and becomes pregnant, and they did not put pressure on her, on family, and she's regretting. What will you tell somebody like that? Because people like that, there are so many people that are feeling
Yes.
frustrated, depressed
No one
because
to
of
talk
those
to them.
nobody. So what will you? Oh, I've made a wrong decision. Oh God, I've made a wrong decision. What do you tell somebody like that?
Thank you very much. Now, what to tell to people like that? You see that that person is remorsive.
Is remorse? Is having remorse?
Is having remorse. That is the most important thing. The a big a mistake, but to advise someone that does not take advice.
Then you don't take your advice now.
Yes, now. But once that person has shown remorse
What?
concerning what he or she has done,
So what do you now tell the person that is showing remorse?
there is always place for amendment.
You have to decide to make
Yes.
amendments. So that is the second decision.
Yes, you
So
have
there is
to-
a first decision and a second.
Decision. That is why I told you. By the time, I'm still coming to that this thing. There are steps
Yes.
in making decision. First is defining your decision. Second is what? Gathering information.
Okay.
Third is what? Implementing. That's taking action with that information you have gathered. You understand? Then the last one is what? Evaluating. That's see that she has taken that decision. She gathered the information. That is what they do around that environment. She took the decision.
Okay.
She puts it into action.
Okay.
You understand? Now
The
she has
consequences.
evaluated and see that it's not right. Now what is she doing? She has shown remorse. Now she will go back to define the decision, another decision she wants to take. You understand?
She will
The
learn
steps
from
are
that
there.
first
She will learn.
So
She
you
will
are
learn.
giving the people, you're trying to tell the viewers
Yes.
now. I think you have to speak to them.
Yes, I'm trying to tell you, viewers, in every decision you make, there is always either a negative or a positive consequences.
Okay.
Making a bad decision does not mean that your life has ended.
Or that the person is bad.
No. Probably you might be under duress to make such decision. You might be under influence. But there is always
The
time
second decision.
to return back. Sit down and analyze. The decision I'm going to make today, will it bring values, good values